Behind the velvet curtains of the world's most exclusive luxury houses, a quiet revolution is reshaping everything we thought we knew about prestige, refinement, and the art of living exceptionally well. What unfolds in the coming years will redefine not just what the wealthiest 1% desire, but how entire industries craft experiences that transcend material possession. The future of luxury is being written today, and those who understand these emerging patterns will witness a transformation more profound than anything seen in the past century. In the ateliers of Paris, Milan, and Geneva, master craftsmen are integrating technologies that would have seemed impossible just a decade ago, yet the essence of their work remains rooted in centuries-old traditions. The luxury market, valued at over $1 trillion globally, stands at a fascinating crossroads where artificial intelligence meets handcrafted perfection, where sustainability becomes the ultimate status symbol, and where exclusivity takes on entirely new meanings. Major luxury conglomerates are investing billions into research and development, not to replace human artistry, but to elevate it to heights previously unimaginable. The first seismic shift reshaping the landscape concerns sustainable luxury, a concept that has evolved from marketing buzzword to fundamental business imperative. Today's ultra-wealthy consumers, particularly those under 40, demand complete transparency about the origins of every material, the working conditions of every artisan, and the environmental impact of every creation. Hermes now sources leather from farms that meet rigorous animal welfare standards, while Chopard has committed to using 100% ethical gold in all their timepieces. This is not merely about corporate responsibility, it represents a profound evolution in how luxury defines itself. If you appreciate discovering the hidden transformations shaping the world of elite luxury, consider subscribing and activating the notification bell to support our channel's mission of bringing you these exclusive insights. Your engagement helps us continue exploring the extraordinary universe of prestige and refinement. The integration of artificial intelligence into luxury craftsmanship represents perhaps the most misunderstood revolution currently unfolding. Contrary to fears about machines replacing human expertise, AI is becoming the ultimate tool for amplifying artisanal mastery. At Patek Philippe, engineers have developed algorithms that can predict mechanical wear in complicated watches with astonishing precision, allowing master watchmakers to create timepieces with even greater longevity and reliability. Rolls-Royce employs machine learning to analyze thousands of leather hides, helping craftsmen select and match materials with unprecedented consistency while reducing waste. The future luxury consumer will own objects where technology has enhanced human creativity, not diminished it. Personalization has always been a hallmark of true luxury, but the depth and sophistication of bespoke services are reaching extraordinary new levels. Imagine commissioning a custom supercar where every curve of the body, every stitch of the interior, and even the sound of the exhaust note has been tailored precisely to your preferences through advanced simulation technologies. Bugatti and Pagani already offer configurators with millions of possible combinations, but the next generation will allow clients to experience their vehicle in fully immersive virtual reality before a single component is manufactured. Luxury fashion houses are implementing body scanning technologies and AI-driven design tools that create garments fitting like a second skin while maintaining the romance and artistry of haute couture. The concept of experiential luxury is expanding beyond exclusive travel and private events into realms that blend physical and digital realities in fascinating ways. Luxury hotels are creating guest experiences where your preferences, learned from previous stays around the world, seamlessly follow you, anticipating your needs before you express them. One prestigious hotel group is developing systems where your favorite room temperature, pillow firmness, and even the precise lighting ambiance you prefer at different times of day will be automatically configured wherever you stay within their portfolio. This is not about cold automation, it is about freeing human staff to focus on genuine personal connection and surprise. Blockchain technology and digital authentication are solving one of luxury's oldest challenges, the proliferation of counterfeits and the difficulty of proving authenticity and provenance. Every new luxury watch, handbag, or piece of jewelry can now be assigned a digital certificate stored on an immutable blockchain, creating an unbreakable chain of custody from creation through every subsequent owner. This technology becomes particularly powerful in the thriving market for vintage and pre-owned luxury goods, where authenticity concerns have historically limited transactions. LVMH has partnered with other major houses to develop Aura, a blockchain platform specifically designed for the luxury industry, ensuring that a Hermes Birkin bag purchased in 2050 will have its entire history verifiable with absolute certainty. The rise of what insiders call quiet luxury or stealth wealth represents a fascinating countertrend to the logo-heavy ostentation that dominated previous decades. Today's most discerning consumers increasingly prefer pieces whose extraordinary quality and craftsmanship are apparent only to those with deep knowledge. A cashmere sweater that costs $5,000 but bears no visible branding, a watch worth $200,000 that could be mistaken for something modest by the uninformed. These items signal membership in a club defined by knowledge rather than conspicuous display. Loro Piana, Brunello Cucinelli, and similar houses have seen explosive growth by catering precisely to this aesthetic, where refinement whispers rather than shouts. Wellness and longevity are becoming the ultimate luxury investments, with the wealthy allocating unprecedented resources to extending not just lifespan but health span. Exclusive longevity clinics offering comprehensive cellular analysis, personalized supplement regimens, and cutting-edge therapies are emerging in locations from Switzerland to Singapore. These facilities charge annual fees reaching six figures, yet demand far exceeds availability. The future ultra-wealthy consumer will view health optimization with the same seriousness they currently apply to portfolio management, and luxury brands are responding by integrating wellness features into everything from smart jewelry that monitors biomarkers to hotel suites designed around circadian rhythm optimization. The transformation of luxury real estate reflects many of these broader trends while adding its own fascinating dimensions. Smart home technology in high-end properties has evolved far beyond basic automation into sophisticated systems that learn, adapt, and even anticipate needs. Imagine a residence where lighting, temperature, music, and even the artwork displayed on digital walls shifts automatically based on who is in each room, the time of day, and even biometric indicators of mood and energy levels. One developer in Dubai has created ultra-luxury apartments with integrated air purification systems so advanced they maintain air quality superior to the best natural environments on Earth. These homes cost upward of $50 million, yet they are selling before construction completes. Space tourism and orbital luxury experiences, once pure science fiction, are rapidly becoming reality for those with sufficient resources. Multiple companies are developing luxury space hotels expected to welcome their first guests within the next 5 years, with room rates starting at approximately $5 million for a week-long stay. The experience includes not just the journey to orbit but accommodations featuring massive windows for Earth observation, gourmet dining prepared by renowned chefs working in zero gravity, and activities designed to take advantage of the unique environment. For the ultra-wealthy, space represents the final frontier of exclusive travel. a destination that will remain accessible to only a tiny fraction of humanity for decades to come. The democratization of certain luxury goods through rental and subscription models presents an intriguing paradox. Services allowing temporary access to designer handbags, luxury watches, and even exotic cars create new entry points into luxury consumption while simultaneously reinforcing the desirability of outright ownership. These platforms serve as discovery mechanisms, introducing younger consumers to brands and products they might eventually purchase. Luxury houses initially viewed such services with suspicion, but forward-thinking executives now recognize them as powerful marketing channels and sources of valuable consumer data. Virtual luxury and digital ownership, particularly through NFTs and metaverse platforms, represent perhaps the most controversial and speculative trend. Some luxury houses have generated millions selling purely digital items, from virtual sneakers to digital-only handbags that exist solely in online environments. Gucci, Balenciaga, and other major brands have created virtual storefronts in metaverse platforms where users can outfit their digital avatars with luxury goods. While skeptics question whether digital items can ever possess true luxury value, proponents argue that as we spend increasing portions of our lives in digital spaces, virtual status symbols become genuinely meaningful. The secondary luxury market has matured into a sophisticated ecosystem valued at over $30 billion annually, with growth rates exceeding the primary market. Platforms specializing in authenticated pre-owned luxury goods have professionalized what was once a fragmented landscape of consignment shops and auction houses. This market benefits from multiple converging trends: sustainability consciousness among younger consumers, the investment potential of certain luxury items, and improved authentication technologies that reduce risk. Some luxury watches now appreciate more reliably than traditional investment vehicles, with certain models from Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Audemars Piguet commanding premiums of 50 to 300% above retail prices in the secondary market. Culinary luxury is evolving beyond Michelin-starred restaurants into personalized gastronomic experiences that blur the line between dining and theater. Private chefs trained at the world's finest establishments are being retained by ultra-wealthy families, not for everyday meals, but to create extraordinary multi-course experiences in the comfort of home. Some of these chefs command annual retainers exceeding $1 million, reflecting not just their culinary skills but their ability to source impossibly rare ingredients and create events that become legendary among elite social circles. The future of culinary luxury lies in hyper-personalization, where every dish is tailored not just to taste preferences but to nutritional needs, health goals, and even genetic predispositions revealed through advanced testing. Luxury education and knowledge acquisition are emerging as ultimate status markers, with wealthy parents investing extraordinary sums in providing their children with educational experiences unavailable through traditional channels. This extends far beyond elite boarding schools into private tutorials with world-renowned experts, immersive cultural experiences, and access to learning opportunities designed to cultivate not just knowledge but wisdom and character. One service caters exclusively to families willing to invest 7 figures annually in comprehensive educational programming that includes not just academics but mentorship from leaders across various fields, creating networks and capabilities that money alone cannot buy later in life. The concept of regenerative luxury pushes beyond sustainability to actively improving the world through luxury consumption. Forward-thinking brands are creating products and experiences where the act of purchase contributes to environmental restoration, community development, or cultural preservation. A luxury lodge in Africa might cost $3,000 per night, but that revenue funds extensive wildlife conservation and provides meaningful employment to local communities, creating positive impact that extends far beyond the guest experience. Luxury fashion houses are investing in regenerative agriculture projects that not only supply materials but actively restore soil health and sequester carbon, allowing consumers to feel their purchases contribute positively to planetary well-being. As we examine these converging trends, a clear picture emerges of luxury's evolution. The future belongs to brands and experiences that seamlessly blend cutting-edge innovation with timeless craftsmanship, that embrace transparency and responsibility without sacrificing beauty or desirability, and that understand luxury increasingly means experiences and impacts rather than mere possessions. The wealthy of tomorrow will measure their success not by the things they own but by the quality of their experiences, the depth of their knowledge, the optimization of their well-being, and the positive legacy they create. In this transformed landscape, true luxury becomes not about having what others cannot, but about living in ways that express our highest values and deepest humanity.